joining me for another episode of Inspirations. That's season 6, episode 15. My name is Christelle. I'm a knitter and an indie dyer, and I'm very happy to be with you for one more episode. So if you're new to the podcast, there is a new episode uploaded every Monday at 5 p.m. Paris time. There's a newsletter, very important if you're interested in my work, that's sent out at the same time and same day, same time, and the shop is usually updated on Monday afternoons. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you. I hope you're doing well. As usual, it's a pleasure for me to sit down and have a chat with you about yarn, about knitting, about everything. So very quickly, I wanted to do a debrief from my the fiber show that I attended last weekend. Then I will touch base with you on the advent calendar. I know a lot of you are waiting for this, so I'm going to give you all the details. And last but not least, I will tell you more about this gorgeous project that I finished yesterday, and I'm so happy. It's a dream. Okay, so first of all, Laines. It was a fiber show, the second edition of a fiber show in the north of France last weekend, and it didn't disappoint. It was a great show. Organization was top-notch. Everything was planned to make sure the vendors were very comfortable with access to coffee and beverages and little biscuits and cakes. Food was planned as well for lunches. There was a food truck outside with delicious burgers, and I mean, all in all, it was great, and lots of people, lots of meeting with lovely knitters. A lot of them were actually regular viewers of the French version of the podcast, so it was awesome. And I think the best part was that I got to do it with my sisters, my two sisters, and my daughter. It was a family thing, and it was so cool just to be us four girls together. It was awesome. We had a wonderful time on Saturday night because my sisters do have this tradition with their husbands and kids to watch the Eurovision song contest every year. And I'm not too much into that. It's not something that I enjoy. But this time around, and each year they offer me to participate in, the Eurovision night, and I'm always like, no, thank you, no, thank you. I'll pass on this one. I'm not into that at all. And that time around, we had planned the weekend, for a long time, and just before, like 2 days before, my two sisters were like, guess what's on TV on Saturday night? And you can't go anywhere, and there's only one TV, so you're not going to escape this time around. So I watched the Eurovision Song Contest, okay? And I was appalled by the way judges voted. Okay, I know you can't vote for your own country. That's okay. I think the French performance was really cool. I really liked it. But the one I preferred by far was Finland. Okay, guys, if you have not watched, you've not seen the song from Eurovision 2023, the final, that's Finland. That's crazy. Okay, so good, so good. We've been listening to that, on repeat for quite some time. The only one that's not too much enjoying it is my husband, because he was not with us, and he's really like not at all in that kind of in that kind of trip. But the kids love it. I love it, and my sister, we are. I mean, and watching that for the first time in front of our TV, it was like so unusual, so original, so it was crazy good. Okay, so that was a great night. I'm kind of a person that likes to go to bed early. With this time around, I stayed up like with my sister until 1 a.m. to see what the votes were. I mean, I was appalled. It's not that. I think the winner did a great performance, but I really had a thing for the Finland guy, okay? Finnish guy. Then I wanted to talk to you about the advent calendar, okay? So this is inspiration, okay? It's cozy mystery. You might ask why, and what is the link with the advent calendar? You know, I'm moving houses next month, and I'm going to, for the first time of my life, to live in a very small village, okay? And because I tend to romanticize a lot of things, in my mind, a small country village equals cozy mystery, okay? And I know there will be a reality check, and I know that it won't be like that, but for the time being, I like to, you know, project myself like I'm going to join like this tiny community of tight-knit characters, and you have the baker, you have the guy at the cafe, you have to see that kind of things. Okay, guys, just let me in my daydream. So I thought it would be actually a very good theme for this year. I would be, you know, keeping on being in that daydream of sorts, and I think it fits so well for the advent calendar. And I had an epiphany about that, because I was thinking, maybe if you don't know what a cozy, I'm sure you know what a cozy mystery is. It's a genre, it's a subgenre that is not so prominent in France. It's starting to gain, you know, traction, but not so much, okay? It's far more popular in Anglo-Saxon countries like the UK or the US. But I'm really enjoying this genre, okay? And the thing is, there is another sub-genre, okay, which is knitting cozy mystery, guys. Okay, with titles that are so funny, and that's the cozy mystery. There is a knitting angle to it, okay? If you pay close attention to the inspiration board, you will see that the titles are actually knitting related, and I chose the one that I found, you know, the most funny, like The Silence of the Llamas, or Knit Fast, Die Young, or Dropped Dead Stitch, or For Better or Worse Did, or Murder in Merino, or Death in Kashmir, or The Postman Always Pearls Twice. Oh my god. Angora Alibi, and one on Skein of Death. Well, there is a lot of titles. And while researching the theme for this year advent calendar, I kind of took a double page of my book journal, you know, just to write down a few of the titles. I thought I was, you know, kind of a not very popular subgenre, one with a couple of titles, and then beam, okay? Like the series have like up to 20 tomes in the 20 books in the series, New York bestseller authors, and some of the titles are just so funny. Gone with the Wool, Last Will and Testament. There is also series, guys. You have the Haunted Yarn Shop Mystery Series, you have the Black Sheep Knitting Mystery Series, you have the Seaside Knitters Society Mystery Series, you have the Craft Fair Knitters Mystery Series, you have the Yarn Retreat Mystery Series. I mean, mind blown. And I actually thought it was not so good. You see, those kind, I've known about a couple of those for like a couple of years, but I thought it was not so good, okay? And then, for example, Maggie Sefton, has like 15 books in that series. I mean, 15 books published must not be that bad. Okay. Another one, Monica Ferris, Needlecraft Mystery Series. She has 19. Okay. And there is a new one, guys. Maybe you know about it. It's the Vampire Knitting Club, and there are 14 books in the series with titles like Stockings and Spells, Garters and Gargoyles, and Ribbing and Runes, or Bubbles and Broomsticks, or Herringbone and Hexes. Did you know about that? Did you? I didn't. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So cool. So cool. So it's officially the theme for this advent calendar. Every color in the calendar will have a name of a book by an author. I will each time give you the name of the yarn will have the name of a title of a book, but I will each time give you the name of the author and the name of the series, if there's any. Okay, you have crochet mysteries as well, and you have quilting mysteries, sewing mysteries, you have embroidery mysteries, you have everything. Okay, we don't have that in France. We don't. Okay, I think that just the first book in the Vampire Knitting Club series has just got translated, and it's called Croc and Accro, and it's going to be very difficult to have a play on words in French, but I mean, they'll manage. And yeah, so many titles. Okay, and the book covers are actually very cute. With yarn and cats everywhere and lots of colors. So I'm going just to warn you for about one thing. The advent calendars will be colorful this year. The previous years I've been a bit, you know, more on the neutral side. The first year there was a bit of color, but nothing too, you know, too neon. This time around it's going to be very colorful. And there will be neon, okay? So just so you know in what you embark yourself, should you decide to buy the calendar. Okay, so in terms of details, how do you manage to get your hands on it? It's going to be tough, okay? I'm going to be completely honest with you. If you want to get a shot at getting a calendar, you will have to be on time, on the date and time that I'm going to give you, okay? Because last year, I increased the quantities to 125 and everything sold out under 2 hours. So that's why, and only in the newsletter. It didn't even go in the shop. Okay, it was only on the newsletter. So if you want to get a calendar, you have to watch out for the newsletter that I'm going to send out on the 30th of May at 7 p.m. Paris time. So I'm going to do that a bit different from the previous years because I know lots of people are not at home at 5 p.m. So that's to accommodate that. So that's pushed back to 7 p.m. And it's going to be on the 30th because the 29th is a bank holiday in France. Okay, and I won't be at my desk that day. So it's on the 30th at 7 p.m. Okay, and what's at 7 p.m. on the 30th? It's the newsletter that will give you the link to the Google form that you have to fill in to like reserve your calendar. The first 100 people filling in the Google form will get a calendar. And the actual buying will be a bit later, beginning of June, because I've heard many of you asking me to postpone it to beginning of June just to get their salary in, their paycheck. And also I'm working on a new website that will give you guys, I hope so it's going to work, payment facilities. But I'm still in the works about that. That's the objective. I'm really hoping it's going to work out, but just know that when you fill in the Google form on the 30th of May, you will not have to pay right away. It will be like first 15 days of June, first fortnight of June. Okay, in terms of prices, so the prices are going up a bit because the yarn prices went up. And so for the 24 mini skeins is going to be 159 euros. And 24 mini skeins plus one full skein is going to be 179. And inside you will get goodies like the previous years, with one noticeable difference. You will get a full size candle from my dear friend Laetitia. I'm burning the Fruit de Fin d'été, which is absolutely wonderful, and she's going to create a scent especially for the calendar. So there will be at least that plus other things. What else do I wanted to tell you? I think I told you everything. So if you are interested in the advent calendars, what you have to do, you have to subscribe to the newsletter. So the link is in the video descriptions just below the screen. And then you have to be available in front of your email inbox on the 30th of May at 7 p.m. Paris time. That's it. And as soon as the newsletter drops, you get to you fill in the Google form with all the requested information, and that's it basically. That's it. That's the first step, and then I'll get back to you with the details to purchase the advent calendar. Okay. So also, I forgot to mention that in the French podcast, but there will be a mystery call as well. Cozy Mystery will be the advent calendar, but also the mystery call, the pattern. And, you know, I thought about it long and hard and trying to decide upon the details. And I don't know, at some point, everything, planets aligned and everything was crystal clear, and the theme was crystal clear, and the design was crystal clear. I know exactly what I'm going to do, and that feels very good. Okay, in these times of maelstrom and mayhem and moving houses, moving businesses, and all the things that are going on, I appreciate immensely to get clarity on this, at least. And next date I wanted you to know about is the 6th of June. It's going to be pre-orders for the June colorway of the Knitter's Almanac. And that's it, guys. You have everything, okay? And about knitting now, I'm just going to show you this beautiful, beautiful Phases sweater. That's officially my first feral garment. I've knitted an accessory before, but never a whole sweater. It's from Jennifer Berg, and I'm very happy about how it turned out. I didn't knit a swatch, but I think the fit is good. I wanted it to be just a tiny, tiny bit closer to the body, a little bit less positive is. But I'm very happy about it. I love the colors. I will have some spots in my dyeing schedule to dye some kits for this. So if that's of interest to you, don't hesitate to reach out in the Etsy shop. You drop me a message on Etsy and let me know what you want. If you want the same colors as me, or if you want another color palette like the one that Jennifer Berg used for her own sweater, which is more in the browns and very light blue greens, beautiful colors as well. And that was the plan d'attaque project for this month, and I'm already done. I'm kind of amazed by how this way of, you know, approaching my knitting projects is working out, because I mean, it's the second project that I'm finishing in 2 months time, and that's super exciting. So next plan d'attaque project, that's the projects on which I'm focusing intensely for the month. So the other project was my January socks, cocooning socks. So I have one side completed, then it's blocking, and the second side is almost done, so that's pretty cool as well. And the pattern, I think the pattern is like 80% ready. So, I mean, well, okay. Super cool. Next Plan d'Attaque project is my Réconfort shawl. And it's going to be very quick. I'm already halfway, so this is going to be knitted like in no time. And then for the other projects on which I had ridiculously small objectives, I must say I didn't make any progress, any substantial progress, because I think that system works very well when you're at home and you're not moving around and, you know, going on festivals and so on and so forth. So for the days when I'm at home, it works fine. But as soon as I've, you know, start moving and doing things outside home and staying outside my home for like a couple of days or so, I wasn't able to work on that in that way anymore. So it works fine for the Plan d'Attaque projects because I know what I have to focus on, so I'm getting them with me everywhere. But for the other ones, I mean, it's too many projects to carry with me everywhere. It's like I need a whole suitcase for like a big one for all my projects. So it's not manageable. So it's really working when I'm at home, and that's good. That's good because I'm mostly at home. Okay, I'm not always, you know, traveling and all. So, but because of the festival last weekend, I haven't been able to make as much progress as I initially wanted. The last thing I wanted to share with you, because I've, you know, cast off a couple of projects, I want to cast on another one just to keep the ball rolling. And I'm going to knit the Midas sweater by Folie Ordinaire. So that's a French designer, Mylène. She's actually a friend that I'm seeing almost on each and every fiber festival I'm attending this past few months. I've been seeing her. She was the last festival, she had the booth right in front of me, and I think like 3 or 4 times she had the booth right in front of me. So I had the chance to see her designs, and it's actually great and wonderful, and I've decided to knit this one after seeing it on several festivals. I want to have one. And that's it for this week, guys. I'll see you in the next episode next week. And I hope you have a lovely week. Take care and happy knitting.